He is T-Rex Terrance McKinney, and I am very excited to talk to him right now to lead off today's program. Let's go to the Zoom machine. There he is, Terrance in the house. What's up, Terrance? How are you?
Hey, what's up, Ariel, man? You guys know this couldn't have been a better weekend, man. And now I'm on your show, man. What an honor.
Oh, it's great to have you. I love everything about you. Your demeanor, your joie de vivre, your smile. You just seem like a very happy-go-lucky guy. Is that a fair way to assess you?
Yeah, that's very fair. I'm always smiling, man. I gotta just bring that light to the room, you know?
Have you always been that way?
Yeah, always since a kid. I was like, why are you smiling sometimes? You know? That's how I deal with bad stuff, good stuff, man. You know, sometimes it's nice to just laugh it off.
People try to slap that smile off your face, but you say, hell no, you ain't slapping this off. I mean, look at that.
Exactly.
And look at you, 2-0 in the UFC. You got the fat chain and everything. You're living large over there. I like it, Terrance.
Thanks, brother. Got to get jiffy for your show. Had to come correct.
Respect. I was actually worried that you were going to maybe bail on us because I texted you last night. I didn't get the reply. But then I heard maybe the phone isn't with you.
Yeah, my phone isn't with me. It's in Vegas right now.
What happened, man? How do you leave your phone in Vegas? How do you not notice that your phone isn't with you when you go to the airport?
I noticed it before that. We were just at this steak place. I forgot what it's called, man. And it was late when we were headed back to the hotel. And I was just so excited to finally get back to the hotel and eat and sleep that I just rushed in there. Didn't even grab my phone. Just grabbed the steak and stuff and the lobster.
Oh my gosh!
He completely forgot my phone.
But someone has it.
Yeah. He sent it in the mail today. Shout out to Joseph Williams, my dog, man. I appreciate you.
Who is that?
It was the Lyft driver.
Oh, wow. What a nice guy. Shout out to Joseph Williams. What did you think when you were listed as the underdog in this fight? Were you surprised?
I was surprised, but I loved it at the same time, man, because then there's like no pressure on me, man. It's just more for you to show the world like the mistake they're making.
Yeah. Did a lot of your friends bet on you?
Oh, yeah. One of my friends, they like $7,000.
Wow. Damn. Okay. Well done. Your debut was incredible. The 7-second knockout against Matt Frivola, fastest in lightweight history. Did you feel any pressure to try to top that, or not top it in terms of length, because it's, I mean, virtually impossible to do that, but, you know, to do something spectacular because now people are hyped about you given how the debut went?
Yeah, I did want another spectacular knockout, but Ferris was trained very well. He timed me as I was throwing my left hand with a nice inside leg kick, which made me completely collapse. And then that's just where the wrestling kicked in after that.
Has it sunk in that you're a legit UFC fighter now? Like, you're not a flash in the pan. Like, you're one of those guys that people are excited about. Everyone's shouting you out. Henry Cejudo's shouting you out. Patty Pimblett. Everyone's excited about you. Has it sunk in, or do you feel like you're living a dream still?
Like I tell people, I'm not trying to get into hype because there's still a lot more work to be done. Like, I'm just not here just to fight. I'm here to get the belt, and until that job is done, I'm not going to get excited.
It's rare for people to have a contender series bout like the one that you had and still make it in the UFC and then find this kind of success and, you know, notoriety. You got knocked out in your contender series bout. When that happened, did you feel like the dream was dead?
No, I didn't, because I knew I was like dominating that whole fight. I just made one mistake. I knew like if they liked me then, they'll like me now. I just need to keep doing what I do and that just go out there and finish fight, and always looking for the finish. And I knew like they liked that energy, so I just had to just come back stronger.
You weren't down, you weren't doubting yourself, nothing like that?
No, man, because like I tell people, man, I've been at the lows of lows and highs of highs, you know. I know what, like, is the only way it won't happen is if I gave up, man. The only one that could really stop me is me and my determination. And so if I let that defeat will me, then that's where I would be at, just defeated.
Okay, so you opened the door for me to talk a bit about your background. I know you've talked about it a little bit, but if you don't mind, since it's the first time that we speak, I'm just fascinated by your story. Your mom gave birth to you when she was 16, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
What was your childhood like?
It was difficult because like my mom wasn't able to take care of me at first, so I had to live with my grandma till I was like 10 years old. in Linesville, Alabama, and she had like 11 kids there. So like,
Yeah.
just imagine like trying to eat good there and like trying to get like Christmas presents. Like if I got a present like and there was some of my size, it was all of ours, you know?
Right.
Like that sucked and it made me mad, but I knew like my grandma and my grandpa was doing the best to their ability to take care of us.
Did you ever live with your mom?
Eventually I moved back with her like once I turned 10, once she got her life together and was able to support us.
Okay, all of you went back with your mom, or was it just you?
No, just me. And then my mom ended up having like more kids. So like I ended up just going back and living with her, with my brother Manuel, who eventually born in 2000.
Did you have a relationship with your dad?
No, I never got to meet him.
Wow. Okay. And still to this day, or is he no longer with us?
I don't know. I just know he was in jail.
Okay.
Pretty much like my whole life. So
You're a great athlete as a youngster, right? You were a wrestler. You're doing big things, and then you have a night that changed your life forever. Correct? That's the one where what did you take? LSD, mushrooms.
I was drinking and like pretty like blacked out, like pretty much blacked out already.
And the cops come your way. This is in 2014, no, 15, right? 2015?
2014.
14, excuse me. And the crazy thing about this is this footage is online. The cops coming to you, you're shirtless in, I think it's like someone's backyard or something. You've gone through a window. You almost cut your neck off by trying to come back out. And this is all on, like all this footage, all this interaction is online. And that is the moment that you either can go down one path or go down another. That night when the cops tased you, you died twice on the way to the hospital, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Do you remember anything from that night?
I only just remember my trip and like, that's pretty much it. Like I could tell you like I was watching TV and I was trying to change the channel, right? And it kept going back to the same channel. I was like, what the hell? Like, this is weird as hell. And then like 3 demons came out of nowhere. And I start trying to pray and they make me speak a whole nother language. So I start trying to pray in my head. And then I was like, screw it, man. They're still here. And I was like, I'm not afraid of you guys. There's nothing you guys can do to me. And they shut my body down. And I had to watch myself fall face first through the window in like slow motion. And I couldn't do nothing to stop it.
Wow. That is, have you ever felt that before prior to that?
No, it was the craziest feeling. I'll never forget it. It was insane.
And you remember that vividly?
Yeah.
Wow. And was anyone with you when this was happening?
There was people in the other room, like at the little kickback I was at. They were all chilling in the other room. I was like in the living room by myself.
Wow. And how old are you at this point?
I'm about to be like 19.
And you're in college?
Yeah.
And you're a wrestler?
Yes, sir.
So you're in good shape. You're an athlete. Are you doing this a lot? Like, are you drinking a lot? Are you taking drugs a lot at this point?
Yeah, at that point in time, yeah, I was turning up like every weekend, like 2 to 3 different drugs, like every weekend.
Who introduced you to that? Like, how did you really get into those hard drugs?
Just going to parties and just like, once I got my freedom, I was like, oh man, I can do whatever I want. So I was just like trying everything out, like experimenting.
And what age did you start that?
Right when I got to college, pretty much. Like I started smoking all the time and it just started from there.
Right. Did you bounce around from a couple of colleges?
Yes, sir. I started at North Idaho College. And then after the trip happened, I went to Shattern State College where I had like a pretty good season. I ended up being ranked number 2 in the nation. But because of court and stuff, I had to leave school. And then I ended up going to Notre Dame College for 1 year. And then I started fighting after that.
What do you mean because of court?
Because I had to keep going back and forth from home to court because like I fought the cops, so I was still going to court for that at the time.
Okay. And I
couldn't keep doing that and going to school.
Sure. So you went head first through a window?
Yes, sir.
And then you tried to go back out and almost cut your neck?
No, like I got knocked out right there.
Oh.
When I hit the window. And it split the top part of my eye. Like I don't remember what happened after that. I might have pulled myself through, but I don't know.
Okay. And who calls the cops?
The people I was turning up with, because like I remember one part of it. It was like I was in reality and tripping at the same time. But I woke up and I was like, I feel so powerful. I don't know how I got this powerful.
Right.
And I end up doing like $3,000 worth of damage in his girl's house. Like, you know how like a door goes one way?
Yeah.
When I hit it, it flew out the other way, like the metal part and the other way. The way it's not supposed to go.
Wow. Yeah, because when the cops came to you, you were saying something like that, like I could do anything, right?
Yeah.
Damn. And so they come and they tase you.
Mm-hmm. And then I wrestled around with them for like an hour. But in my trip, when the cops show up in my trip, but when they show up, the cops is like this, Terrance, we don't know how you got this powerful, but you need to stop.
You like that? You're proud of that?
Yeah, that was in my trip, but that's not really what happened in reality.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you remember what it felt like to get tased?
Yeah, when I got tased, like I'm pretty sure this when I got tased, like it felt like I turned to the Incredible Hulk, like in my trip.
God, damn.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! And so you've tried to fight them off despite being tased.
Yeah.
How many times?
I didn't know I got tased though. Yeah.
Right.
In my trip, like I stood, I was like, and that's right, and there's nothing you guys can do to stop me. But I'm pretty sure that's when I got tased because I felt all my muscles like tensing up. I turned to like Incredible Hulk, and I started fighting these cops in my trip.
How many times they tase you?
Looked like 3 of them tased me like all at once. It looked like.
And so then they finally you say after an hour they get you into the what do they get you into, an ambulance?
Yes, sir.
And you died twice. Your heart stopped twice.
Yeah, my heart starts twice in there.
Man, and how long did you have to stay in the hospital?
Actually, like I escaped the hospital like
what
that day. Like I was, yeah.
You escaped?
Yeah.
How did you escape?
All right, so like I woke up and I saw the cops there, and I was like, my hands were all swollen, I was all bloody, and I was like, damn, I don't think. I was like, whatever I did was not good. I got to get out of here, or I'm going to jail. So like I sneak around, I'm like army crawling, doing a couple forward rolls and stuff, find some random clothes, put on these random clothes, sneak out the hospital with my hood on. And then like I make my way back home, find this bike. And when I was going down the hill, like, listen to this, both the wheels flew off the bike. Like, what's the chance of that? Not just one, both of them at the same time going down the hill. And I was so close to my house. I was like, son of a gun. So freaking pissed. I was almost home. Then I had to walk like the rest of the time. And then like I got home and my mom was like freaking out because she thought I got raped or something because I guess there was a shit stain in the pants I took.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What in the world?
So like, you know how moms be, see how I'm freaking out. What? Now my baby got raped.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I just didn't want to tell her I did drugs. So I was like, chill. I didn't get raped though. Chill.
Oh. And then did they come to your house?
Honestly, because my mom does like so much in the community, they said they feel like it'd be better if I stayed there. Like I got blessed.
Wow. So they didn't come take you?
Yeah. No. But I was pretty much like the only kid, like 20 and grounded, like the whole summer.
Wow. So did you ever go to jail?
For like 30 minutes. And then I did this program that lasted a while. I did like 240 hours of community service.
Since that night, you ever drink or take drugs?
Yeah, I did like, but not take drugs, just like mostly just drink and smoke, like at college parties, like nothing crazy.
Would it be fair to say that that was a turning point in your life, or did you stumble even after that as well?
That was definitely a huge turning point in my life, but but in my trip, like I fought all these like super galactic people, become like one of the baddest men on the planet. This is how I knew I was supposed to fight. I was like, if God showed me all this and I survived, I was like, I think I'm supposed to fight.
Wow.
So I was going to go to school. I was going to try to get a national title because, like if you get a national title, it's like easier to get like one championship or Bellator. So I was like, that way I wanted to start like making as much money as possible. But when I went to Notre Dame, they wanted me to sit another year. So I was like, yo, no, I guess I'm just going to have to start fighting out. And that's like, because I beat the kid who ended up taking second at nationals that year, 7-6.
So prior to that night, you don't have the dream of fighting? Or like, are you even a fight fan?
I was a big fight fan, but I was not sure if I really wanted to do it or not. But after that trip, I knew I wanted to do it for sure after that. I knew it was my calling.
What did you want to do? Like, what was your dream as you were growing up prior to all that?
I was trying to be an Olympic champ, and then I was going to be a wrestling coach.
Okay. And so how long after that night do you start to like really seriously train MMA to make this into a career for you?
I wanted to do it right after, but like I said, so 2 years.
Okay, wow.
Because I wanted to get a national title at least. I was trying to do that before I start kicking it full gear into fighting. And then after my last year wrestling at Notre Dame, like, and all that stuff, like trying to get me to wait another year so they can win another title, I'm pretty sure I just left. I was like, I'm not about to waste my time. I don't want to be here another year. I want to do it now.
Right. So I guess this kind of explains why, you know, even though the Contender Series fight doesn't go so well, you don't get down. You've been through some stuff. You've been down before, so this wouldn't really deter you, right?
Yeah, week of nationals, about to win a national title for Shadow State College. I get kicked off the team.
Oh, why?
Because being dumb in college, man.
Damn.
So
what'd you do?
like I stole a piece of candy. I stole a piece of candy when I was lit. And the only reason they found us is because my homie, Luke Zeger, has Ziggy on the back of his truck. And it's a small town. So they're to find his truck, pull up to the house. And then I ended up having to go to court for that. And they gave me 10 days in jail for stealing a piece of candy.
Oh,
so
man.
The week of nationals.
So you went 10 days in jail?
Yeah, 10 days. No, this was for stealing a piece of candy. This was while I was going to school in Nebraska.
Oh, but so I was wondering in general, had you ever been? So you've been for 10 days. What was that like?
Yeah. Imagine it. I'm in Nebraska, so it was pretty ass.
Was that the only time for an extended period of time that you had to go to jail?
That's the longest time I've ever been to jail right there.
How many times you been total?
I went 30 minutes for like when I fought the cops because I'd never been in trouble with the law before. And then so just one time.
Okay, that's all right. All right. Man, and so you get kicked off the team right before, geez. But now it feels like everything's okay. You're a good Samaritan.
Yeah.
For the most part? Or do you feel like your life is on track? You feel like
my life's on track, man. God's definitely putting me in the right places, putting me around the right people. And I know a lot of people are watching me, so I'm making sure I'm being a leader out here.
Who do you think, or who would you credit for helping you get your life on track? Was there one person in particular?
My mom always pushed me, so Katara Johnson, and then just number one, God, without him, like I wouldn't even be alive today. So he put me through these trials and it made me the person I am today.
Are you still close with your mom?
Yeah, that's my best friend.
Okay. What about your grandma?
I still talk to her, yeah. We're all in different states, so it gets kind of hard.
Sure. But now you're a famous guy. Do you have a lot of people reaching out to you, families saying, yo, what's up, Terrance? Long time no speak. You have a lot of people coming up to you?
we always talk to each other. Like, we might not see each other, but on our birthdays and stuff, we always try to stay in touch.
Not only are you doing big things now, your life is on a great track. You're writing for Newsweek. You're doing op-eds for Newsweek about Joe Rogan. How did that come about?
That was pretty sweet. We made the tweet, and then like Newsweekly hit me up, and then I had my manager set them up, and then I have some people proofread my stuff, so I sound educated, and we got that out there.
Yo, so you wrote a tweet basically in support of Joe Rogan. I'm paraphrasing, but you said something like, I don't want white people to tell me how to feel about Joe Rogan, what's racist, what not, right? That's pretty much the message.
Exactly.
And so they see the tweet goes viral. I think it had like 100,000 likes or something like that.
It went crazy. It went crazy.
Were you shocked? Were you shocked when it was?
Yeah, I was shocked. But
crazy.
Yeah, and Joe Rogan actually messaged me after my fight too. I love that guy, man. Straight up.
Wow, what'd he say?
He just congratulated me and told me like, man, I'm a killer, like with striking and grappling. He said he was very impressed.
Did he message you after the tweet or the piece came out?
Oh, yeah. He messaged me out there and said, thank you, too, for the support.
Wow, that's cool. And so they reach out to you and you did this op-ed. That's a huge deal, man. Newsweek. I mean, that's like an American institution. That's really special. Were you aware of how big of a deal that was?
Yeah, I knew how big of a deal it was. That's why I tell people, like, don't limit yourself. Like, there's no telling, like, where God can bring you. Like, who would have ever thought I'd be doing Newsweekly? Like, Don't limit yourself to a fishbowl, man. Start swimming in that ocean.
Amen. You have a lot of people reach out to you now telling you that, you're a role model, that you inspire them, things like that, now that you're doing such great things, but you came from such a dark place. Do you get that a lot of those messages?
Yes, and I support all the people supporting themselves through addiction and trying to get better. I try to reply to them. I send word of encouragement, and I send them the verses that I use during my dark times. And I'm always telling them I'm here as a brother, a friend, like, because at the end of the day, like, people just want to feel like they're not alone, and that's what I'm here to show them, that you're not.
Is that
and even in those dark places, God was with you, and that's what I want them to see.
Is there a verse in particular that really helped you?
Not that I can think of off top,
Okay.
but just the prayers and just seeing what God was doing in my life, because like I said, I definitely should have been dead. Like, and for me to remember my trip and like my brain not being all messed up, like that's a testimony in itself.
Yeah. And doing huge things. You lived for a brief period in Germany as well, right?
Yeah, my mom was stationed out there. That was probably my favorite place. Like, Germany's so beautiful.
Yeah, but weren't you picked on at school over there?
Yeah, I was picked on in school, actually in Davenport. That's where that happened at. Yeah.
Why were you
I was
picked
getting
on?
called like black. Because I was like the only black kid there. So that's why I tell people, like, I know what like real discrimination is, like what real racism is. And I know for a fact Joe Rogan is not racist. Like, he messaged me, showed me love. Like, a guy who's really racist, they're not going to be able to do that.
When you were getting picked on because of the color of your skin, were you getting like verbally abused or also physically abused?
Just verbally, and I was getting like fights like left and right because I'm not one to tolerate disrespect, as you guys see like on my social media.
Sure, yes. You are prolific on Twitter. I mean, you tweet a lot. I was wondering about your phone. Now that you don't have your phone with you, if you take a break, but you figured it out, you're still tweeting.
Yeah, I figured it out.
People, anyone have your back though when you're a kid and all these people are picking on you because of the color of your skin? Like, did anyone have your back or were you all by yourself?
Yeah, there's some kids that have my back. They weren't all bad. There were some ones that still reach out to me from Davenport. So I got love for them. They know who they are.
And home for you now is where? Is it the state of Washington?
Yeah, I'm out here in Spokane, Washington.
Okay, but they said you rep Sikh Jitsu, but it's not Sikh Jitsu anymore, right? I think you want to clear that up.
Yeah, I want to clear it up. I rep Warrior Camp. Sikh is my second home though, but I'm Warrior Camp 110%. Pablo Alfonso is my main coach, and he's the reason you guys seeing the success and growth in my MMA martial arts skills.
And who gave you the nickname T-Rex? I like it very much.
This is sort of sounds like I got the name T-Rex because when I used to wrestle, I do this little wrestling stance because I didn't really know how to wrestle, but I'd be standing like a T-Rex, and my friend was like, and I would ask my friend, I was like, why I keep getting taken down? I'm getting pissed. He said, it's because you're out there standing like a T-Rex, not even protecting your legs.
That is great, and now you embraced it.
Yeah, and now we put it as wreck because like I wreck stuff, so we just switched up a little bit. So.
And you got the YouTube channel Reckless.
Yeah.
You're gonna
get excited about that. We're gonna be doing some podcast stuff and have like celebrities come up and tell us the time of their reckless and some cool stories.
Oh man, look at you. I was gonna nominate myself, but I've never really been reckless. I was pretty, squeaky.
You're a good kid, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, compared to you, I was a freaking choir boy. But I think most people would be. So you get this win, no injuries, right? You're good?
Yeah, no injuries, man. Like, told them 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever.
Let's go.
Get back in there.
Because you were supposed to fight a couple months ago, but I think one of your cornermen got COVID, so they delayed it. Why'd they delay it so long? Because of your cornerman?
I know. I guess they liked the matchup and they really wanted to see that matchup. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Who's next?
Whoever.
You don't have a preference?
It don't matter.
No?
Anyone.
There's no one on your mind? No one you'd like to, tangle
Not
with?
at all.
No?
Throw me to the wolves, whatever. You guys see that I'm really ready for this moment, and this is not a game.
So you want the fast track, as they say?
Yeah, no fear in my heart, man. Like, I feel like I got everything I need to fight for the belt right now. I could wrestle, I can grapple, I can strike, and I got unbelievably powerful for my weight class.
Yeah, the submission was very impressive, man. It really was. And shout out to you for throwing a shout out to the good people of Ukraine. I thought that was really cool as well. Did they really? I saw the tweet that you posted. Did you really get censored on the Russian broadcast?
Yeah.
Is that legit?
Yeah, I got censored. I'm pretty sure. I was like, no way.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Did you get a lot of love for that?
Yeah.
I was wondering if someone would say something.
I got love for them. I think it was the right thing to do, and that's why I want to use my platform the right way, not just like talk about fighting or I'm calling this dude out.
Sure.
It's bigger than fighting. I want to fight for everyone out there that feels hopeless.
Did you get any hate?
Yeah, of course you're gonna get the hate.
Whatever. You don't care, right?
Whatever. I don't. But it. Who cares?
All right, so we want to come back to, you want to do that Bobby Green schedule, come back in 2 weeks? No, maybe not main event straight away. I mean, you'd probably say yes to the main event, but...
I'll take it, yeah straight up. I live for this, man. I wrestled in front of 12,000 people. Like, I feel like every moment of my life prepared me for this. So, like, I'm ready.
Yeah, next time in front of a crowd. Like, the Apex is cool and all, but, like, we need to be in front of a crowd, right?
Yeah, I need a crowd. I need to hear it. I need to hear them going crazy. I love that.
And what about you? I mean, you walk out and they put your tweet up on the walkout. How long before you walked out did you tweet that?
Probably like 30 minutes.
Why are you on Twitter 30 minutes before your fight?
Because I don't like to think about the fight till I'm in the cage. Like, I don't even be sweating it till I'm out there.
Okay. So you're literally scrolling through Twitter in the back with your gloves on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You might be addicted to Twitter, if I'm being honest.
I just know like the best athletes stay composed. So like I try to keep my heartbeat as low as possible, and because no matter what, I got to fight. So there's no need to think about it. It's going to happen either way.
You know, it'd be cool. You actually tweet on the way out. Do you think they would let you do that? Phone in your hand as you're walking out, you send out a tweet. That would go viral. You've gone viral, but that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if I was like, first round submission, if I tweeted that before the fight.
Yeah, because you said it was Babe Ruth. It was sort of you said, I'm ready. Tell you what, you tweet on the way to your next fight, your picture goes up on the wall of fame right here. You have to have phone in hand as you're walking out. Are you down with that, or do you feel like that's too much?
I'm down with that. I'm trying to get on the wall, man. I'm game.
That would be crazy. I don't think anyone's ever done that before. That would definitely
that'd be historic, man.
Yes.
Monumental.
Imagine you tweet like the way you're gonna win, and then you freaking pull it off like that. Wow. I'll put a big fat picture of you right here on the wall forever. Immortalized for life. Terrance McKinney. Well, this has been great, Terrance. You're the man. What a pleasure to meet you. What a pleasure to have someone like you in the sport with that big smile, with your demeanor, everything you've been through. You're open about talking about it. You're just a huge role model for a lot of people, and you're an inspiration. So I salute you, my friend. Congratulations on your success thus far. Only finishes. All your dubs are via finish, usually in the first round too. It's very impressive. So keep it up. Much love to you. Congrats on the win on Saturday and all the success. And I'm looking forward to watching you rise up the ranks in the UFC's lightweight division.
Hey, thank you, Ariel, man. What an honor, man. And God bless, brother.
We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, there he is, Terrance McKinney. What a great young man.